Good morning, guys and girls. Welcome to another video. So in the last video that I did where we unboxed all of the vintage t-shirts, a lot of people kind of had questions about the value of some of those shirts. And I think a lot of people are also focused on only looking at eBay for comps. So they're only looking at eBay to see like, has the item sold? And with a lot of vintage, you really can't do that because sometimes the shirts aren't even on eBay, or it's not the same shirt, or it's kind of hard to find comps. So with true vintage t-shirts like the ones that we found, a lot of it does come down to experience, like years and years of us doing this, looking at the t-shirts. We've sold a lot of them in the past. We know our market really well. We also have social media accounts that allow us to get higher prices for some of these shirts. So that's what I wanted to talk about in today's video. We did, I think, something like $1,000 on Instagram yesterday, just selling t-shirts, putting them up in our Instagram stories and in Mike's Instagram stories, and we sold them direct. So there's a few cool things about doing it that way. The main thing is the fees are less. Instead of paying 10% to eBay, we're paying 2.9% typically to PayPal, sometimes nothing if the payments are gifted to us. So the fees are less, and then going back to what I was saying again, usually we can get more money for the items that we're listing. So I'm gonna go inside really quick to buy some labels. Mike has most of the stuff in Jacksonville, so I'm gonna FaceTime him so you can see a few of the shirts that we sold yesterday, and then I'll tell you like how much they sold for so you can get an idea of the value that you can get when you have the right people to sell these items to. So let's go ship some shirts. Ship some shirts.
Let's ship some shirts.
Hello. What's up, buddy?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Where you at? You at
I just got at UPS.
Okay, cool. You want to show some? You have the shirts with you?
You guys pick right now? Yes. Yeah, I will. I got the shirts with me. I got some of the bulk stuff too.
Okay. Let's. I'm recording you, so let's show some of the shirts that we sold this weekend, or yesterday.
So they already packed 3 up. So the 3 that they packed up was the Ninja Turtles, the M&M Rap Tee, and the Timberwolves, but I have the rest all laid up.
Okay. Do you remember what those sold for?
The Ninja Turtles sold for $60. The M&M sold for $130, and then the Timberwolves sold for $60.
Cool.
So that one.
Dopey.
Dopey went for $60.
$60 on the Dopey tee. Okay.
Catwoman went for $70.
$70 on the sleeper Catwoman shirt.
Malvinus went for $50.
$50 on the Venus. Cool.
Sonic went for $190.
It was $198 on that one.
Yeah, $198.
Yeah.
And then I think this one sold really late last night for
40.
45 or 50.
45. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, or 50 on that one. And then I have some bulk orders too.
Okay.
This order sold for $200 plus shipping.
Okay.
$250 plus shipping.
Sweet.
And this total order was, this is Dave's order.
200, I think.
Yeah, 200 on that. So that's everything that's going out as of right now. I have stuff pending, but yeah.
All right, dope. I'm gonna jump on the shipping and get these shipped out now.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Thanks, man. So a lot of you guys have the question, like if we sell something on Instagram or outside of eBay or Amazon or something, how do we ship the items? And the answer to that is we'll ship them directly through PayPal. So there's actually a shipping link, which I'll leave it in the description of this video so you guys have access to that. But it's just a link that'll take you to a PayPal shipping page where you can choose UPS or USPS and ship directly from there. And we found that the rates are comparable to eBay's rates. Another thing you can do, I showed you the PayPal shipping link. That's if we get sent friends and family payments or payments through like Venmo and Cash App. But if someone pays on PayPal for goods and services, typically their address will be in there and you can ship directly from PayPal as well. All you do is you go to the transaction details and there'll be a little thing that says ship, and you click on that and it's the same as shipping on eBay. It'll pop it up with their address and everything already in there. So that's another way you can do it too. All right, so we got those labels printed downloaded and sent over to Mike, and he slapped them on the packages and got those out. So that's how you ship items outside of like eBay or Amazon or Poshmark or whatever. You can do it directly through PayPal or through like Pirate Ship or Shippo. There's many ways you can do it outside of the actual platforms that you sold the item on. And that also allows you, again, to market items on Instagram. So I thought that, I guess for the rest of this video, I'm just gonna sit down and show you guys how we kind of built an Instagram account, and how, if you want to start selling stuff on Instagram, how you can kind of start building a platform where you can advertise stuff for sale on the platform. So I'm just gonna jump over to my desk really quick and log into Instagram, and I'll show you how it works.
Word. You're doing great, Josh.
It's a little bit loud in our warehouse right now, so I decided just to come out here and film the rest of this video. But I wanted to show you a few Instagram accounts so you can get an idea of like what a good Instagram account looks like. And the first account that I'm going to use is actually my younger brother Ben's account. And I'm using his account because he built it up fairly quickly in the vintage t-shirt space. And he's done a fantastic job of building that little community of vintage buyers and sellers. And if you take a look at his Instagram, he's curated these t-shirts very, very well. So all the way back to like his first post, you can tell that he really has a passion for what he does. And I think that's the first step to creating an Instagram account where you start selling something, is you should probably enjoy the category that you're going to be selling in. So if you like hype shoes, if you like vintage t-shirts, if you like watches, if you like sunglasses, whatever it is, you should have some sort of a passion in that community. So Ben, for the past I don't know, year and a half, 2 years, has posted amazing vintage t-shirts that he's curated. He's found them at thrift stores, he's bought them from other people. He's just found these like really unique, sought after t-shirts that a lot of people like to purchase. And now that he's done that, he's built up that following, he can post higher end t-shirts, and he has the clientele, he has the collectors watching his page now, looking for those unique t-shirts. So for example, today he posted a Donkey Kong 64 t-shirt for $125 shipped. So that's a more expensive t-shirt, but because he's put in the work and made an effort to benefit the vintage t-shirt community, now, like I said, now he can start commanding higher prices. He's also doing a good job of taking good pictures, creating like a story around the t-shirt so that people are more emotionally attached to it and they don't mind paying a bit more money. So on the other hand, if you take a look at our personal Instagram account, even though it's more reseller related, sometimes we still list and sell vintage t-shirts directly on our account or directly in our Instagram story. And I think the reason why stuff sells on our account is because of the size of it. So over the years, we've built this reseller community, and a lot of resellers also like vintage t-shirts. So like our Instagram has 46.8 thousand followers. And obviously out of those 46,000 people, there's gonna be some people that like vintage t-shirts and want what we have to sell. So even though our Instagram account isn't tailored to the vintage community, we are targeting resellers, and some resellers like vintage. And a lot of the time what I'll do in our Instagram story is I'll just post stuff that I've had for a while that I've enjoyed, t-shirts that I like out of my personal stash, and when I'm done with them, I'll just post them up on Instagram and somebody else can buy them and enjoy them. So a lot of what I do on Instagram when it comes to vintage t-shirts is just like break even to support my habit. But again, it's another platform where stuff does sell. And then last but not least, if you take a look at Mike's Instagram account, now Mike is our new vintage partner. We are buying t-shirts together, we're buying vintage together, and he's helping us sell them and buy more from other people. So Mike has 13.6 thousand followers on his Instagram, and his Instagram is tailored more towards that vintage community. So he has the buyers looking for vintage t-shirts, and he can command more money because if those people are on Instagram, you catch them at the heat of emotion, they see a shirt that they've been looking for a while, they don't mind paying up for it. And it's actually pretty simple. It's what we call story sales on Instagram. So in our Instagram stories, we'll post the t-shirts for sale with prices so that people can see how much money we're asking for them. And we'll just go through everything that we have, post it with the price, and people will say, yeah, let me get that shirt. And then after that happens, that's when we can decide, like, how do we want to take payment? Do we want it through PayPal? Do we want it through Venmo? Do we want it through Cash App? And then after the transaction is done, then we ship it out exactly how I showed you earlier. So a few takeaways on how to sell stuff on Instagram. Number one, create an account. Obviously, try to create an account around a subject matter that you're interested in. Don't just create an account and like post all of your eBay items up on Instagram. That isn't going to do anything for you. You need to create an account that you're somewhat passionate about and build it up first. So benefit the community first before you try just selling stuff to them. That's really important because people aren't really going to buy from small accounts at the beginning. You have to build up the interest, build up the community, and then once you've done that, then you can start selling to them. Anyway guys, I just wanted to share that with you because there's so many different ways to sell online now. It's not just about eBay, it's not just about Amazon. Yes, there's Poshmark and Mercari and Depop and all these platforms you can list your stuff on, but there's also social networks like Instagram and Facebook where you can list stuff, people can get interested in it, and you can avoid paying fees. So it's almost like doing a local deal, but with everything going on right now, it's easier just to do it online still or do it on the app and then ship it out. So again, hopefully that helped. Please guys, hit the thumbs up button on this video. If you have any questions about what I talked about today, leave them in the comment section. I would love to hear from you guys. I always read every comment and I try to answer every question. I enjoy interacting with you, so please leave a comment. Please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we'll see you next time guys. I'm Ralli Roots. Peace out. Bye.